Alright, hello everybody and welcome to another Minecraft video. Today I have something very special planned. I am working from, well, on my phone at least, I'm working from a reference image this time on underground living villages. Sort of looks like let's see, what's the regional name? Tunisian it's basically Tunisian. I'm working with Tunisian style architecture. So yeah, give me a moment. I'm very unfamiliar with this actually. I definitely have to do a lot. I definitely have a lot to learn just from the few reference images that I have and I'm working from. And yeah, so let's just jump right in and I'll show you what I'm dealing with here. All right, so what I'm dealing with here is I have what I've worked out here, and this is to accommodate for an outer ring. Um, what I'm wanting here, and well, it doesn't show any steps here on the outer ring. What I am wanting to do, and I'm looking at I'm describing here as a picture that's on my phone right now. Um, is it's sort of like a dugout house, really. So I'm going to be digging a few blocks down here. I may actually extend this by one. I don't know, but I may want to extend this by one as I don't think there's enough room for some reason to build a full circle here. Pardon, I'm working kind of off. I'm not using internet right now, so you may be wondering how am I setting this video. I don't have internet right now, so I'm just messing with some things online. Messing with some ideas and testing some things out here. With 3 wide here, I think everything should work if I just... Again, this is like ground sculpting and stuff. Crap. Wrong level of stuff. 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we're gonna go out by 2, I believe. I'm not too sure about how I'm gonna go about, because I'm gonna have to again once I have this all outlined, I'm gonna have to excavate that portion uh down at least a couple blocks, and then I'm gonna probably be stuffing in some staircases and whatnot um for villagers. This is gonna be kind of awkward since it's like right against a wall, and that's why I'm making such a large circle. This is more of a villager outpost, if anything. Um, but there we go. 2. Now, alternatively, I could go out and extend this by 1, but I don't want to. And this circle is, well, it's rough looking. It's kind of the shape that it's kind of the shape that I'm going for here. Um, so let's keep going here. 1, 2, one more of these. Okay, so I had this correct the first time. All right. All right, with that all charted out, let's work our way out by I don't know. We're going to be basically starting with a pit, and then we're going to work our way out from there. Well, I'm also thinking of planning to build a spire, but to build a spire in some random location around the world. For to like visit. It's gonna be like a dungeon sort of thing, but the only issue with the plan that I have for a spire build is the fact that it's so big because it's gonna be a full dungeon that I'm probably gonna have to use World Edit and a few other tools to help me. So it's not gonna. So it's kind of gonna. It's kind of going to ruin the streak that I have for this world that I've had going for so long in doing it all in vanilla. And while I know that it would be all possible to do what I want in vanilla, the only problem being that the amount of time it would take me to break and place every single block, and the fact that this would be a spire going from uh, sort of ground level to the maximum Y build height. Um, it's just kind of, the feasibility of it right now, I mean, isn't that feasible because I'm going to be busy for like a few months working on some stuff, some life goals that I have that I'm working on. Um, it's going to take up a lot of time pretty soon here, so I'm probably only going to be posting maybe twice, 2 or 3 times a week. Um, of course, I will be working on things in between episodes, but not as much as I ordinarily would. All things considered. Okay. You may be wondering, why am I digging out the trenches around this? Well, this is so I can have easier access for when I'm starting. It's just less work overhead. I mean, it's the same amount of work, but I'm just chunking it into different sections. Um, yeah. So basically, what's going to be going on here is I am planning a build that's probably going to take. I wouldn't expect it to take too long, but it is going to be small and nice. It's going to be like a place. Definitely going to be a place to visit. Not a major trading hub by any standards. Not like the mining town. Which I'm working on adding more trading hubs into the map. Um, for the express reason that I don't think there's enough life in the map right now. Honestly, everything's pretty spread out, and well, I don't see that as a bad thing. I do see it as something that I need to increase the density of some things, even whether by. The only problem is by doing this, I have to worry about increasing the file size any bigger than it already has. Um, and right now the file size is pretty decent. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been working on this map for a long time, so there's a lot of time and effort put into this map. But in terms of just the scale I'm working on, it doesn't really reflect just what the map was goal or what ambitions I had starting out as. Um, when starting out building this map, I really just wanted to um, I really just wanted to make this map like, maybe be a month or two thing, but instead it's kind of drawn out to this, I don't know, 5 to 6 month long, maybe even 7 months. I've kind of lost track. Uh, and when I was originally planning for is to this maybe be one or two quests, this thing that um could be completed in under like an hour and 30 minutes or something. But I realized that the goals I had set out initially were much loftier than what I had anticipated. So right now what the current goal set is 100 quests, then a bunch of challenge quests, maybe not 100 challenge quests, but um enough to entertain you while you're playing the map or get bored with the current quests, because some of the quests are damn right challenging, pretty damn challenging. Um, for instance, quest number 2 is very challenging. You're basically getting thrown into a ancient city, not just one, but two in very close proximity. And mind you, it was nerve wracking because there are areas which are completely denied by the warden or otherwise very difficult to get through without dying several times. And yes, I allow the use of waypoints on my map for a reason. And that reason is I do not expect the player to just walk all the way back or have to set their spawn all the way back from wherever they were. Now, naturally, you don't want to set your spawn. You wouldn't worry about resetting your spawn. But the way I do my quests is I don't reset my spawn at any point through the map. So if I die, I have to get all the way back to where I was at. That's why I allow the use of a waypoint system. Now you can obviously add a mini map if you wanted to. You could play this with a mod like a mini map mod or something that helped with navigation. That would be great. But this map itself was actually designed specifically for vanilla players and to make it a challenge for even those. Like I could take the netherite armor that you're offered at the start, netherite armor and backup gear. Um, if you want to have a more relaxed, air quotes relaxed challenge. But the problem that I've faced with it is the fact that it may be a bit too challenging without the aid of golden apples. So I am going to have to go back and nerf some things eventually. But until then, they're just in there waiting to be a challenge that, yeah. Now, the reason I'm building from Tunisian architecture is because I want to do something. At first, I had a lofty ambition of doing a city, but I want to do something smaller. I've already done small, like mining towns and stuff, but I want to do something small, like a settlement, a desert settlement, a way station, trading station. And no, this is like all the way out, like for almost 4,000 blocks from maybe even 5,000 blocks from the island. So I don't expect you. I don't. This won't be a quest that's going to be at the beginning. This is more as you go throughout the map. You're gonna encounter this area, like these quests and stuff. But yeah, for right now, it's kind of looking like while I work on some things, my life's going to be a bit busy. I'm not going to be able to post as much, but I am going to be trying to increase the quality of my posts, and quality of my commentary will increase. Well, I don't have the good enough hardware to do any major editing right now. Um, Eventually in the future, once I get better hardware, um, I do plan on increasing the quality of my content from the current, well, definitely lackluster quality to a little bit higher in terms of also adding shaders into the mix. So I will be eventually transferring, going over to a modded client and stuff. Um, like, and we've kind of gotten distracted from the main goal. We were doing Tunisian architecture, but I'm going to be working on this in a second episode that's going to be recorded just after this episode. And once I get those two done, I'm going to have those uploaded and ready for, well, today, which is when you get them. Um, as you can see, we've already dug out. Um, You're wondering why this is so deep. This pit is going to go so deep. It's because of the fact that I know you must be wondering, why is this pit going so deep? Well, for one, it has to be going deep because this is an underground settlement. Somewhat like how the Lars family homestead from Star Wars was. If for any Star Wars fans out there that know what I'm talking about, you know how on Tatooine that they had the structures built underground. That's much what I'm actually. That's much of what my reference image that I'm working from is. Um, Now I may do more stuff like offshoots directly under the ground, but everything above the ground is gonna be improved a little. I am gonna have like this little ramp here, and I actually, instead of having like a staircase, I'm gonna have one side be like a staircase area, if that makes any sense. So like right from like right here, so like I'd have a staircase curve around and go all the way to the bottom, ending somewhere around here. And that would be on the outside, so that would take a chunk and just, yeah. I think you get the idea what I'm going on about here. But the inspiration behind this is very much inspired by Tunisian architecture. I am going to be doing some research, some heavy research into it, so I can get some gather some inspiration from that. Um, and yeah. All right, so we have this all dug out. Now we're going to be working on in the next episode. I know this was kind of boring, but I think we got the general layout of this. So in the next episode, what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be first off, I'm gonna off camera hollow this out, um, and dig all the way down. Now I have the coordinates for this, and I will and make sure once I finish constructing this to make sure that it's a quest. But for right now, with the way it is, um, this sort of pie chart looking thing with the two blocks at the end, those are just reference markings. You could use any block, cobblestone, terracotta. I just used what I had in my inventory. Um, but as far as this goes, this episode is pretty much over. I want to begin on the actual construction. First, I'm going to hollow it out. I'm going to spend some time hollowing it out, and then I'm going to start on the construction phase. At which point, I'll start recording again, and that's going to be for the next episode. I am Zyphros. Thank you for watching my video. If you would like, that you may subscribe to my channel. If you enjoyed the video, especially the commentary, then please consider subscribing, as I plan to include more commentary in my videos going forward. Things have gotten pretty sparse in my channel. I am recognizing that, just even without anyone saying. I just recognize that like commentary is important, and yeah. So, um, anyways, I'm gonna end the video here. If you want to consider supporting my channel, you can do so by hitting that subscribe button. I have a Patreon, but it's currently not in operation, so please do not go looking it up or anything. The prices there are kind of whack, and I'm gonna be working on in the future, getting that all configured and set up. So, anyways, thank you for watching, and have a good one.